So I want to talk about some big news that came out of California recently, okay? And no, I know what you're thinking. Has nothing to do with smoking weed, or wildfires, or eating weed, or earthquakes, or drinking weed. No, it's about net neutrality. Net neutrality, yes. Now, I'm sure you've all heard about net neutrality in some form or another, but raise your hand if you don't fully understand what it means. Oh, that's embarrassing. No, so I thought there would be more hands up, but I'm gonna explain it just in case you're lying or on the off chance that I can't actually see you through the screen. Net neutrality at its core is a way to keep the internet accessible and affordable to everyone. It says that internet providers like Comcast or Spectrum have to treat all of the billions of websites out there equally, so same speed, same quality of service. But without net neutrality, that means that these providers could favor certain websites over others, making some faster than others. Are you with me? Are you with me? This would make it impossible for new websites who are just starting out to compete with all the other websites. Essentially, the internet would become a combination of beauty pageants and popularity contests where kids that have attractive websites and wealthy parents have a leg up. Like real life, the internet is to escape real life. Imagine if internet providers were to say, okay, YouTube gets so many views, so we're gonna charge them more money, and if they don't pay us that money, we're gonna slow down their website so videos take a really long time to load. To make up for that expense, YouTube would probably start charging us to watch videos, or they would put 10 ads on a 1-minute video, or they might decide not to pay at all, in which case an internet provider will say, okay, now your videos are gonna take very long to load. And this applies to other websites as well. Could you imagine giving Netflix another reason to increase their prices? No, thank you, okay? That would make it very difficult for the 5 people who have Netflix, whose passwords we're all sharing. Now, this issue is especially personal to me because I owe so much of my career to the internet and my ability to freely make content and have people find that content. Also, low-key, a little part of me dies every time our Wi-Fi goes out in the middle of a Zoom interview. There's only so many times I can twerk on a frozen guest. And I mean, one of the biggest things we've learned during this pandemic is how much we actually rely on the internet, whether it's all the Zoom calls we've been having, or kids being in digital classrooms, or even us all staying connected through social media. The internet shouldn't be a luxury. It is a vital resource for us to live our lives, and it shouldn't just be given to the highest bidder. So that's a basic overview. But now let's go back to that non-weed related news out of California, which requires us to travel all the way back to 2017, the year we discovered what Fyre Fest was and why we should never trust Ja Rule. In 2017, the FCC, led by Ajit Pai, voted to get rid of net neutrality. If you don't know who Ajit Pai is, he's one of the grossest pies, okay? Right there after rhubarb pie, but still one ahead of American Pie. You know what the real glory of this joke is? That clearly one of my white writers wrote it, not realizing pie was pie, and they thought pie was pie. You know what? I still said the joke. He said that it could be up to individual states to pass their own net neutrality bills. But when California tried to do that, President Trump was like, JK, nah. He blocked it. But hey, guess who's not president anymore? So last month, a federal judge ruled that California could enforce its own version of net neutrality. That was a lot, I get it. So to recap, net neutrality exists all over the country. Trump repeals it. California passes its own net neutrality bill. Trump blocks that. Then Trump loses the presidency and incites a riot. That has nothing to do with net neutrality, but I just want us to remember that's a thing that happened. Then Biden takes office. He allows net neutrality in California to proceed. A judge sides with Biden, and so net neutrality can be the law in California once again. Woo! We did it, baby. So that is my take on net neutrality. And hey, if you didn't like it, good thing it didn't cost you anything. Thanks so much for watching this clip, and thank you even more for supporting the underdog. If you want to subscribe to this channel, you can click right over there. For more clips just like this one that are hilarious, you can click right over there. Hopefully, if someone did their job, those things are there. We'll see.